Hey team, welcome to Colbyashi Maru, the show where devs all over the world boldly face off with the most logical tools on the web. I'm Colby Fayok, your space jelly commander and host of today's challenge. Today we have Obinna Ekwuno. Obinna is a software engineer at Gatsby. He's also an egghead instructor over at Egghead, a technical reviewer at A List Apart, and a filmmaker on the weekends. So let's bring him in. All right. Hey, Obinna, do you want to give yourself a quick intro, or is there anything that you'd like to add?
Hey friends. I think you got like most of the part, but like I just wanted to add. I feel the need to say that I'm human at the same time, because like I feel like the field we're in like makes people just look like in like 9 to 5s, right? And like
Right.
and like sometimes if you're not careful on Twitter, it can be 9 to forever because you just always have to keep up this persona. But yeah, I'm just a regular guy, So yeah.
I hear you. Awesome. Well, if you're new to Colbyashi Maru, our guest will have 1 hour to complete their project. And actually, we're going to be a little bit short on that, so we'll fill you in a second. But through that time, Obinna is going to try to talk out loud as he's working through his challenge. I'll also be asking questions along the way. But if you have one yourself, make sure to ask along in the chat, and I'll definitely field that question over to Obinna. So today, he will face off against building an online store with Gatsby and Shopify. If Obinna doesn't finish the challenge, all is not lost. We'll see if maybe he has a little bit of time to finish it up. Otherwise, we'll kind of chat about what the next steps would be. So, Obinna, before we actually dive in, do you want to just give a really quick review about what tools you're going to be using and just a little bit of an idea about the project?
Yeah. So I'm I'm going to be trying to build an e-commerce site, like really just laying out the groundwork for it. So we're not like doing anything advanced, but we're going to be using Gatsby and a Shopify store that's already set up. But I'll kind of like give an idea on how to set up your own Shopify store. We set this up. My teammate actually set this up. Shout out to Matt Kane. So what this we're trying to like show is that Gatsby is scalable. So you can use Gatsby to like build your e-commerce stores. You can use it to like build more products because you see a lot of like blogs examples and it kind of looks like it's a pet project thing, but really it's very useful for and I'm sure that you'll see because today we're going to be loading 100 SKUs into a platform and seeing how fast it builds. So
Wow, that's awesome. Cool. Well, if you're ready to get started, I think we can get started. So I will go ahead and flip over to your screen as well as the timer, and I will go ahead and start it. CM start, and let's see if that actually works. I think we're ready to
okay,
go.
we're good. All
Yep.
right.
And just for the audience knows, we're a little bit short on time. So I'm going to remove 20 minutes off the clock right as we go. So he'll actually have 40 minutes. So let's go.
Perfect. All right. So I don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen okay?
Yep, we're looking good.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we're going to be using this Gatsby Shopify plugin to do the sourcing to Gatsby. And the way like Gatsby works, if you're not familiar with Gatsby is a React-based framework that helps you to like build out stuff easily. So Gatsby takes care of like the heavy lifting of like sourcing your data at build time to allow you to do most of like the functionalities, and we'll see how that works. So we're going to be using this plugin. So Gatsby has like an awesome plugin ecosystem that offers you like a lot of plugins to sourcing data. And we're going to be using this plugin to get that into our application. But before we do that, I would just want to show you this. Let's set up the project. So I usually like put all these things in documents, and we can use this new interactive way of starting Gatsby projects by running a Gatsby new. I wanted to set this up before the stream, but I said I'll just show this so that it's quick, and we'll probably just call this let's just call this my Shopify demo. I don't know if this happens to everyone, but sometimes when I want to say Shopify, Spotify comes to mind. I don't know why. But yeah, so here we're going to click on Shopify. So what this does is that it uses this interactive platform just allows you to click on things and it adds the plugins that you've selected, or like instead of having to manually add this in. But because like the plugin that I'm using right now is experimental, it's still being worked on. The reason it's being worked on out, if we look here, you'd see that it's the plugin leverages on Shopify's bulk operations API. This would allow you to like load a lot of data into your store. So I'm just going to click on no, because for this project I'm going to be using CSS modules. And here I want to add some responsive images, and I want to build and host for free on Gatsby Cloud. So you can also like build your stuff and like see it for free on Gatsby Cloud. So I have these credentials, but because like we're doing this online, I'm not going to share this. So I'm just going to skip this. And you see that it's already created the sites, installed and configured plugins for Shopify, and installed plugins for Gatsby plugin image, which is like the new image processor. I got an improvement
That's the
to like
one.
Yeah.
That's one you all just launched on the recent
Yeah.
Gatsby conference.
Yeah, Gatsby. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So so this is like installing and like setting all of this up for us. While this is happening, like I'm just going to like kind of walk through what this plugin does and how like we're going to use it. So because I prefer using like Yarn as my dependency manager, we're going to like do a Yarn install, add this in. You can see that here it also encourages you to even add the image, Gatsby plugin image, because it helps. Our Gatsby plugin image enables you to like do some really amazing stuff with your images, right? And it's a performance. It has like performance improvements on how images are handled. You can also see that. So previously, like right now, you just have to add your API key, your password, and your store URL. You would wonder, Obinna, how do I get this information? So when you set up a Shopify store, you kind of have to. I think I have a free trial, but if I start going into that, I don't know how much 40 minutes would build like stuff. So you set up that, and you set up like apps, like a Gatsby app, and then from there you get like the storefront access token, and then you can use that in your Gatsby app, which is like this information that we're getting here, right? Hopefully, yes. Okay, this is done.
Yeah.
And if you want to have more information on this is amazing documentation that would enable you to see how this works as it is.
Yeah, I think
So
somebody linked it in the comments already.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I have my colleague here, Megan. Megan's in the chat helping me out. And
welcome, Megan, and welcome everybody else.
Yeah, welcome, friends. I'm going to change direction into this and open this. I'm using like a shortcut. I'm sorry, but when you like run code, this it helps you. Okay, let me see if this is okay.
Yeah, it's looking great.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So when you look at this, you can see that this just creates a minimal Gatsby site. If we can run this to see what it looks like, and I'm just going to do a Gatsby develop here. Just while that's running, yeah, that's running, right? Yeah. So while that's running, we're just going to, if you look into your Gatsby config, which is where you add all your plugins to your Gatsby site, you can see that this started us off with the Gatsby Shopify plugin. But because like I want to leverage on the bulk operations API, I'm going to change this, the few added things here that we will see in a bit. And yeah, every other plugin. So some plugins are like you can just call them as they are. They don't take options, and some other ones need options, right? So this is done. And if I take this URL and put that in here, yeah, we can see that we've just made a Gatsby site. Like, so if you want to like, you can deploy this and you're done. And that's the end of the stream. It was nice seeing all of you. But yeah, so you can do it with a couple of things, and this links you to like the tutorial, how to guides, like all of these things, and how to like use cloud and all of those awesome features. But that's you say that's not what you're here for today. So let's get into building the Gatsby sites, right? So the
one
first
thing I just want to point out, so if somebody has an existing site, they could also add that plugin manually as a new object in their config, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like if you already have a site, like you don't need to like start from scratch. I'm just starting from scratch because I want to show off the things that we like, we have.
Yeah.
but yeah, well, you can just add plugins like directly with like how you normally install like a plugin to your app, right? So I'm going to get this experimental plugin. So I'm going to stop this from running and do a yarn. I'm hoping this is yarn. Yes, I'm going to do a yarn add. Just put that there to resolve. And while that is going on, what do? We can like just take a look at how we can take a look at how like oh, okay, what I'm going to do while that's going on is I'm just going to go add my environment variable. So I'm going to take this off screen so that
Got to do it in
my
secret.
secrets remain secrets. Yeah. So what I'm basically doing is I'm just adding a .m file. I'm just adding a .m file with all my API secrets.
Yeah, so the .env is going to be where
Yeah.
you can store sensitive data like API keys, right? And
Yeah.
then Gatsby can automatically load those.
Yeah. So Gatsby comes shipped with what's it called .env, which is like you can require it in your. So I've added this. I'm going to close that so that we'll never open that. This is the thing that must not be opened. So we've added it there. I'm going to like check. I'm going to check on our thing. Yes, it is added, and then I'm just going to switch this out, right? I'm just going to switch this out here, right? So the two plugins are like, it's kind of the same, and the idea is like when it's more stable and we've done like a lot of improvements on it, we'll just release it to replace this one. So I'm just going to replace this here, and then add so it takes the API key, which is like I've explained, you're going to get from what's it called? You're going to get from Shopify, and because I want to use like the .m files, and I don't want to put the actual values on here, I'm going to do I'm going to require you know what happens when you like live code? To me, I lose my ability to spell.
Oh
So
no,
pardon me.
it's everybody.
For me, I lose my ability to spell. Pardon me. So I'm going to get like the config of that. So what this does is really just anywhere there's an env file, like just take the pseudonyms and put that here. But you have to call it in like the process.
So that sound you're hearing means that there's 30 minutes left. Just letting you know.
For real? Whoa, we
For
haven't
real.
even done anything. What?
So just as a reminder, we removed the 20 minutes to start. So if you need a little more time, we can definitely add a little
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay. I'm going to speed this up a bit. So I'm just going to open my file in the place that must not be seen, and take that here. Oh no. And then another thing you're going to get from Shopify is the password. So you also want to like keep that. So these things are coming from my .env file Shopify. No, I have the wrong. Okay. I'm just gonna go get the.
Yeah, make sure you pull it off screen quick.
Oh yes, it is off screen. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just gonna get like these things, type it out here and bring. It's the joy of live streaming, being afraid that your API secrets will be okay. So I save and we're set, right? So if we want to see like, let's see if like we're actually connected to anything. I'm going to clear. I have everything saved, right? I'm just going to do a Gatsby clean, and just to make sure, and then do Gatsby develop. So note that like I've not really done. So all I've done now is like the process of adding your plugin to your what's it called, to the store, to like make sure that you're actually able to search stuff using bulk and operations, and you can see like it's allowing us to, it's building and sourcing, and we should be able to like see the information that would come out of this in a bit. So Gatsby uses like
Awesome.
this tool, comes built in with this tool called GraphiQL. It's kind of like a GraphQL playground that allows you to be able to um, test out queries. I don't know if you can see this, but I will bump this
Yep,
up a
we can
bit.
see it.
Is this okay?
It's funny because Gatsby was the first time I've seen GraphiQL, and it was a game changer for me because I'm not a GraphQL expert, but this can help me
Same.
actually make queries.
Same. Like I used to think that people that wrote GraphQL got the queries from their head, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I want to be like these people when I grow up. But like, I'm like, look at this nice tool that helps you just
Oh
look.
yeah.
It's press and play, like literally press and play. So you can see here that I have like access to all my Shopify products, right? And if I click on this, it literally creates these queries for me, which is amazing.
It's a beautiful
So
thing.
even if like I was a GraphQL expert, which I'm currently not, but aspire to be, you can like just be lazy and you click on this and this is all our data. Like data is coming here. You see this? So and then so we already have like data on the screen
And
without
just to be clear, so that's pulling
yeah
all of your Shopify data into
yeah
Gatsby to query.
yes, because we've connected the plugin into Gatsby, it's sourcing all of that in. So I'm going to like create a like just something we can see on screen so that people are like excited to see that we're actually building something. We're not just chatting. So I've clicked on the description. I want to get like prices. So this is you can get like the price. I get the maximum amount currency. Yeah, that's okay. Um, Another thing I want to show is like the way Gatsby like processes images now. So you can use this Gatsby image data resolver, and we can see that here we can like you have a lot of options. So some of these images like some of these products already have their own image processor. So like what Gatsby just does is kind of like fine tunes it. I'm not the expert on this, but I'm sure my
Yeah.
friend Matt Kane like I would have like a lot of answers. He's always tweeting about it. So like if you tweet at him, he would for sure answer you. But you can like find, okay, I'm just gonna put this to 1. You can pick like an aspect ratio. You can add width to your image. I'm just going to make that 6. I think this is calm. Um, you can also do like this like with the queries. You can add what's it called? Gatsby path, which I cannot see now for some reason. Hmm. Anyways, hopefully we see where we need it. So like if you
Yeah.
click on if I click on this, you can see that it's returning the currency code, the everything of like, so these are like different image subsets. You can already see the images here. So you can see that images are
Oh, I
being
didn't know
sourced
you can
for.
preview. Wow.
Yeah, like if you hover around them, like on over them, you can see it, right? So you can see the images here for like different products. You can see like the layouts are by default by like this. So I'm just going to leave this here for now. Come back here. We've seen all of that. Now let's go. Let's make a place for it to live. So I usually just, because this is all template stuff, just to show you something on screen. So I'm just going to take all of this out and I'm going to import React from React, because Gatsby, like I said, is a framework that's based off React. So like it's kind of like writing React, and then I'm going to create a component. So I'm going to call this index page. Look, I have lost all my ability to spell. Whoa.
At least
Okay.
everything's working though, because the last two streams, like just out of nowhere, things just started not working.
Oh, I forgot. So before we do like a stream, you usually have to like talk to the stream gods just to make sure that they are on your
Right. Yeah.
side. So I'm going to like return for now, let's just return a main, right? let's just return a main and then export that. Export this so that it's visible, or export defaults. Okay, going to save that so it looks pretty. Again, I shout out to Matt Kane again, because he taught me how to like do this format on save. I used to be like those people that used to code auto save. Like I like to live dangerously, but now I live on the safer side.
Yeah.
So we have this, and we're going to do something else, something to like house our query. I'm just trying to like show something on screen. So we're going to export a query. Let me see. Oh no.
And Obinna, have a quick question in the chat.
Yes.
Does Gatsby, the question is, does Gatsby encrypt secure values that come from environment variables when it goes to build? And I think it's not as simple as that. But do you want to answer that, or do you want me to take it?
You give it your best shot, man.
Sure. So similar to like process, so when you pull in the environment variables, Gatsby gets built before it actually goes to the client. So if you're only using that at build time, such as in the queries like this, it shouldn't expose those API keys inside of the client. But if you are using it inside of the client, then you would be exposing those API keys. But I think Gatsby has a little protection there, right? Where you have to prefix it, especially. Yep, you can go ahead.
No, go on.
Oh, so you have to prefix the keys, the variables with Gatsby if you want to make them public. So there's a little bit of a safeguard there.
Yeah. So here we're I'm going to like now I can use like the query that we have here, right? Wait, where's my cursor? Okay, found it. I'm going to take this query, and the good thing about using like GraphQL is that you can test your queries, so you can see that it's actually returning something. So if at for any points like what you're returning is not displaying on the screen, it's not with the query, it's like the way you're using it. So it's I try to avoid saying easier or simpler.
Yeah.
But it's sorry, I try to avoid saying simpler, but like it's easier. So here we're going to get this data into our component using data, like you call this data, and then what's it called? So okay, let's just get something showing on screen first, and then we can make it pretty. So you want to like when you're like getting data from somewhere, like you want to like structure it in such a way that it maps in nicely. So if you look in here, like you can see that this edges is it's an array of objects, and you can like see how like if your sources of like dot this, then maybe when you get to this you want to map out like every other thing that's inside the array, and then kind of like figure it out. So that's what we're going to do in here, right? So because this our query is all Shopify products, it's just going to be data.all Shopify products. Or what do we want to do? Do I make this okay. I just want to show something on screen. So before that, then I'll make it look better.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to map out the nodes. I'm just going to rename the nodes to products so that we can at least see something, if that's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that the query like makes sense. And then we need to map that out into a link. So if you see here, like you can see that it kind of like knows to import this from Gatsby. Like, so I didn't have to like go write that import by myself. So if you just type that out, it automatically just, oh, okay, cool.
That was a VS Code auto import,
yeah,
right? The VS Code. Yeah.
That's my like VS Code doing the smart thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
So since we have this here, we will want to do something else. So I'm going to, because I told you about, we have like an image here, and I just want to like show the images first. So I'm going to import a component from so I'm going to import the Gatsby image components from, oh, let me see. Yes, Gatsby, let me see. Yes, image component from Gatsby plugin image. And I'm good. This is what I'm going to like use for our images. So you want to use this when like your images are coming from a CDN, or like images that are like changing and not like stats. Because there are two components. There's the one for like images that that are like local, and then there's this one. So, oh, my bad. So I want to put this here, and then just use this as self close. And this accepts like oh no, which is like where we define where the image is coming from. And then of course, like you want to have like an alt tag there, because I mean, and maybe you
Accessibility.
want to make like yeah, accessibility. So I'm going to do this as product dot. So the reason I use this as product is like, so this is where I rename the node to products, and then I'm just going to use the title for the alt, right? So you can have this here. And in this image part, like I'm going to do like a product dot image, and the image is like, it's an array of like images. So you want to like get the first image, like so that it moves properly, and then you do the, oh no, I deleted something. Okay. And then you can see that here's like a dot Gatsby image data. So you want to add that in there. And if we save, hopefully we have not broken anything. We
Always
go
fingers
here
crossed.
and let's see. Whoa, something's broken. What did I do? Oh, let me see. Um, hmm. Okay. What did I do wrong? The map, the edges. Yes, 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 yes.
Should that be images with an S? Product
Oh,
images.
yes. Yep. That's what I
Oh,
did
yep.
wrong.
Also, thank you, Saxy Mofo.
Thank you. Let me see. Yay!
Yay, success.
We have images. So our images are showing, but like you see how they're like a little bit like not, they're just everywhere, right? So
Right,
we
right.
want to like, we want to make that better.
And just a quick shout out to the comments. If anybody wants to sign up to get some Gatsby swag, make sure you check out the link in the comments.
Oh yes, please. So we have and we have this here, and I'm just going to wrap this. So I'm going for like a image, and then the description, and like maybe the title, and then maybe the price on that, and we'll just do some CSS to make that look prettier. So I'm going to divide this into like two. So I'm just going to have like a div here, have this here, and then have another div where I just add the thing, right?
And
Where I like
Obinna,
get
just
the
so you
description.
know, just a
Yeah,
quick, so you know, there's about 15 minutes left. And again, we can go a little extra if you need, but just giving
yeah,
you a heads up.
yeah. Let me just get the beauty out of the
Sounds good.
screen. We have images now. Let's get the other thing. You know when you said like, oh, you have 1 hour to stream, and I'm like, okay.
Well, with the intro and outro, you know.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. What can I do here with this? We have images. Um, hmm. Okay, let me just get like a H2 tag to show the title. Get like the product title, and then get the price showing under that. So the like I already explained why we're using like product, because we renamed the nodes, and here we want to get this, the and then we want to get the max max price this. I'm trying to not mess up the spelling, so I'm copying because that would just be bad.
Totally understandable. And why does it? Do you know why it says price range V2, like the V2 on there? Is that a
Oh
Shopify thing?
no, I don't. Yeah, that's a Shopify thing. Like
Hmm.
I just know where to look for the price. So this
Yeah,
when you're like uploading your what's it called, the what's the name of this thing,
the products.
when you're uploading the product, like it just like that's just how it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this, copy all of this because it's the same thing up to here. Put this in here and make this an amount and save. Okay. I will not go to the browser because I mean, so this is what we have right now. We have all of this showing with the price and all of those nice things there. Um,
I did not know that you could do the
what?
comma like that for two variables.
Oh, you can.
I've never seen that before. Interesting.
Okay. So I would have wanted to like do, but now that we're short on time, let me get this. Let me just get this looking nice on here, right?
Sounds good.
Yeah. So we are going to do some CSS, which is not my most favorite thing to do, but we shall attempt to get something nice. Okay.
Awesome.
So let's. I'm going to be using the CSS models because I just like how it breaks down things to smaller bits. And the first thing I want to style is the container of this thing, right? Uh, where's my cursor? Where's okay? Yeah. The first thing I want to style is like the thing that's wrapping um the main. So where's this? Oh no. Okay. So I'm just gonna call this naming things. Naming things is hard.
It
So I'm call
is.
this grid item one, I guess. And then we're going to do a display, nope, grid. Because like that's the fastest way to do this, in my opinion. And then we're going to like do a grid template column so that it flows into the, oh, that's the
That
time.
sound means that means there's 10 minutes left.
This looks like what's it called? Hey, what's the name of this game where like you're being chased by gorillas and you're run temple run? Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just going to make this uh see if I'm not sure if okay, let me just do this. So usually like I would use like a repeat, but like it's I feel like it's just so that people see why you use repeats. So I use repeats like when you're like you don't want to retype the thing all over again. So I just did the first one as repeat and did the second one as normal. And then you do like a maybe we'll give it like a gap. Let's see what this gives us so far. Um hmm. So I want to put this here, right? In this main. So with the new improvements to Gatsby V3, like the way you import like styles from CSS models has like changed. You have to import them. You have to import them as like named imports. So I'm just going to put this here like grid item one and import that from um this place. Yes, thank you. Save that. Save this so I can use it. Take this here. Whoa, where's this? Okay, got it. Class name and save. Uh, uh,
Beautiful. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is looking. This is
CSS
looking.
Grid. CSS
I
Grid is so
mean,
good.
just look at what we did. Okay, cool.
So
We
amazing.
are racing. Let's go. So I just did like CSS to like add this here, and what else do we want to do? I want to make this a link, right? So I made this a link to cover everything because it's supposed to go somewhere. So let me try in like the minutes we have to like show where it's supposed to go. So when you're shopping, right? You want to like click on this and it shows you like more information about the product and all of those things. So we're going to use something called the Routes API, like the file system API that Gatsby, like I think this it's been out for like a while. But what it does is like helps you like programmatically create pages without having to like without having to like use anything on Gatsby node. Personally, I haven't like done much Gatsby nodes since this came out because it saved my life. So pages, and you want to add like a so I'm going to call this products. The reason for this is like when you create a page, if we look here, you can see this is like so when you create a page, it's mostly going to come with like a slash, then the anything and then the good thing about Gatsby and like other static generators is that when anything you put in pages directory automatically becomes a route. So putting the products in the pages directory would make a slash products. And we're going to like create a new folder in here. I'm just going to put this out here. So the way you like create this is like this. You have to wrap it in curly braces. So Shopify products dots. So I'm going to create a product type, like a product type route. The reason for this is you want people to be able to click on, like if you display a bunch of types and maybe somebody's looking for a book, if they click on a book, it shows them that kind of types. And if you do not declare this in the beginning, that route will not be created. So you you have to like see, okay, how do I want to structure my route creation to make that work? So I'm just going to create this like this, and then inside here, this is now where I do the dynamic like creation for individual pages of each product. So in this individual pages, like you want to have a Shopify products. I'm going to call this handle .js.
You're getting some support in the chat from Faraday G. And you have 5 minutes left.
Whoa. Okay. Let's get individual pages going. Okay, so we're going to go back to our queries, right? We're going to go back to our queries just so we can see. So on here, you can see that each page has like an ID. If I check for like the ID of a page here, it shows, right? And I do not know why I do not see this, but I'm just going to check for it regardless. Parts. Why is it not here? Why are you not here? Anyways, let me just keep going. So you can see that each page has like an ID, and if you like take this ID, you can use the ID and search for the page. But how do we create the query for that, right? Because I like I said, this helps you like create queries very easy. Sorry, very simple. No, easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. So we're going to like, so we have all the pages, but we're not looking for all the pages. We're looking for a specific page. So we're going to go to the Shopify products, and then in here you want to kind of like get a particular page. You want maybe let me just get the ID. You want to get like a title of a particular page. You want to get like the description of the page. I said page products. You want to get description, and then of course you want to get the image, right? Then you want to get this, and we'll just get the same thing that we did in the initial space, and with or 40. But then when you run this when you run this, it kind of gives you like, it gives you the first one, right? Because I think I copied the, wait, let me go back a bit. Sure. It gives you the first one because I think I have the same ID. Let me see. I want to put the ID in here. Yes, it gives you the first one because I copied the ID, right? But this is not like how, this is not how you would want this to look like. You want to create like the query in such a way, and this is like using query variable. So you want to create the query in such a way that it looks for the ID here that's equal to, and I'm typing this out, but you can actually just do it from on here. Yeah. So you can like click on
Sounds good, yeah.
this, the ID. We can click on this equal to, we want to get like, you see here, if I hover around here, it says variable $ID does not appear in query. So you want to like make sure that it's equal to what's it called, the ID here. But then you still see like there's a problem because this is not defined in the operation. So you want to come up here. You're kind of like, I'm trying to like solve the problem from like ground up. So you want to come up here and then do the ID, and then the ID is what is it expecting? Like this is like GraphQL things, but like it's more like, oh, what is it expecting? It's expecting a string. So when we run this, you would, if I change the ID, you would see like a different one. But so
Nice.
because out of time, like I'm just going to copy this query, and then we go back here where we have nothing, and we import React. Uh, does anybody know like a shortcode to do this? Please tell me.
I'm sure there's some kind of text
Yes,
expander, but I
I
don't know off the top of my
know.
head.
Yeah. So I'm going to get the products. The, oh no, this has to be a capital letter, right? Product, and this is going to, oh no, this is going to return. It's going to return a main. So usually I would have like a layout component that like goes around all my components, but I didn't make that first. So this is why we are racing against time. I'm sure that's like a movie. I'm sure there's a
Sounds
race
like it.
against time. Yeah. So yeah, default products, and we have that query. So let me just go put it in. Let me just put it here. So it's the same thing we did. We're going to export. Whoa,
So that's
that's
the
the time.
timer with 10 seconds left. Yeah.
Okay. Query. So so this is a VS Code thing, but like usually you'd want to you want to import what's it called, import GraphQL from Gatsby, and then we want to have this. I just want to show you the pretty things, and then we put in this query, and then we save, so everything looks amazing. And then okay, I'm going to take this away because yeah, put this here. The same thing we did with the other one. um so don't be like me and automatically expect it to. So I've run into this error so many times. You see that it's getting it's
Interesting.
importing this, yeah, it's importing this from like a different pattern I would want it to, and if you run that, you would have like an error. So please don't be like me. And yeah, um let me see what we doing.
So just a heads up, we're past the time, but we originally removed
Yeah.
20 minutes. So at this point, it's it's kind of up to you as whatever time that you
Yeah.
have to provide.
I just want, maybe I showed this. I just want to show like you click on the image, it goes to this place, and then
Yeah, that sounds
we
great.
can call it a day. I was being maybe a little too ambitious when I said I will make this thing 1 hour.
Well, I mean,
So yeah.
I feel like you got pretty far in 40 minutes, to give you credit.
Oh, speed coder.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm going to like get the data in here with like I'm going to get the query, the parameters in the query from like using that data. And then I think you can name this anything, but I usually just call it data. So like it's readable. So just because you can name something anything, like you probably just want to name it data, right? And then we get the all Shopify products, and then we want to get the image, and then we want to because like this is there are a lot of like images that are coming in, right? Depending on the ID. And then we want to go with this. Okay. I'm going to save this. And because I'm just going to restart this because there is something I am looking for that I am not seeing. And sometimes like when I run like a clean and then rebuild it again, it comes up. So I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woohoo.
So while
Okay.
we're waiting for that to start, you got some nice comments. Code Karate says that you're a great teacher, and Kirsten says, "Great job."
Oh, thanks. Thanks, friends. So yeah, so we're going to get this here, and so I don't know if you noticed, but like for some reason my thing stopped showing at localhost 8000 and it's now showing at 8001. No worries. I'm gonna put that up here, and hopefully the thing I am looking for is showing. Oh man. Okay, let me get the initial query that we put in here. Just going to copy that.
Dom loves your Marvel shirt.
Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm going to take this out and close this. I'm looking for yes. So this is what I've been looking for. So what this does, it's with the Routes API. It helps you link like the pages together. So, for example, if our page like which is here, like if this is what we wanted to link to, right? We would just copy the path, copy path, yeah, sure, and put that in here. But we want to avoid using this, right? And then we want to this is not necessary because like it relatively like knows where it's coming from, right? This is just my computer's
So
business.
relative.
Yeah. Do we see?
Gatsby path. There we
Do we
go.
see? We have now what we've done here is like we've created a page for each of the products, right? You can see that it recognizes this still table, recognizes like this one here, like it recognizes every of the page. So if we hit like a 404 now, you would see all the routes like showing. So hopefully I can get this on screen. Oh, sorry, got too excited. I will copy this. Did you see I said Valentine's Day, the April Fool's joke where what's it called, said they were just going to have a keyboard that has Control C and Control V.
The Stack Overflow. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was so good.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Did you see though? If you actually go to the site and try to copy something, it gives you a warning and says that you only have 2 more copies.
No, I didn't check, but that
So
was
good.
yeah, that was funny, man. So because imagine if Stack Overflow like just shipped you a thing
Right.
for every time. Yeah, that would be funny. So we're going to link this. So I'm going to do something cool here. I'm going to just call this a slug, right? And then we're just going to link this to slug. Oh, sorry. To product.slug because we're in the products. Whoa. Typing really fast. Yeah, we save. It's still running. Nothing is broken. Hopefully, this thing got okay. Go away. What? Yes.
There we go.
This is now a clickable link. But if you click on it, it doesn't take you like anywhere because like we haven't. What do we have? We have an error. Cannot read property of 0. Let's see. Then that shouldn't be there. Oh, my bad. I didn't complete. I didn't type this to the end. Did I? Did I? I did. So why
Should
is it
that
not
be an
show?
array?
See, I have a images, and I keep saying image.
Ah, okay. There we go.
You see?
Beautiful.
She lives. So whenever we click on like one thing, it shows you like the particular store. So this would be in an e-commerce like platform. It would be like, oh, you want to buy something on, and Amazon is like hitting you with the, hey, we have a discount here, and you click on the thing, and then it takes you to the actual page where the image is here, the description is here. So let's try to like do that. Let's try to do that. Just make it pretty, and then because yeah.
While you're
Like I
doing
said,
that, I have a quick question.
yeah,
So as you're pushing through, would you then still push people back to the Shopify checkout flow, or would you create your own checkout flow in Gatsby?
well, you can use the Shopify checkout flow, but currently like I would just like you can create like your own depending on if it's like you have like some custom things you want to do, but yeah.
Cool.
But you can make your own checkout flow with Gatsby.
Cool.
So I'm going to make this H2 for the title. Literally the same thing that we did in like the other place. But like now we're just trying to create like individuals. Oh, okay. Data.shopify. How many minutes do I have?
Oh, you're past time already. So at this point, it's really like whatever you feel like you want to.
Okay. Because
it's your time at this point.
Let me just make this look pretty, and then we can call it a night because I have to go to bed.
Yeah, it's late over there.
Yeah, I didn't even ask where are you currently?
I'm East Coast, U.S. I'm Westchester, Pennsylvania, which is a little outside of Philly. Shout out Philly. If Dom's still here.
Dom is Dom in the chat? Dom is like
he was at least. He's
Dom
hyping like you up in there.
My guy. Dom is my guy. Oh, you see?
There
we have
there we
description.
Go.
Okay.
Let's make this pretty.
Thing. Let's make yes. Do you know have you seen this Mac Miller Tiny Desk interview?
No, I haven't. I know who Mac Miller is, but I haven't seen the Tiny Desk interview. Now I'll have to check that out.
Mac Miller has like this Tiny Desk interview that he was like, let me tell you about something. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's like let me tell you something about music. It's a beautiful thing. So when you said it like that, I was like, oh wow, Mac Miller. I miss that dude and his music. So
yeah.
Products. So I'm just going to have like another CSS thing. Going to call this container because I wanted to just wrap everything in the description, and then obviously you want to display grids, and we want to have like the like two because all I'm trying to do is like show description by this side and show this by this side.
Like 2 columns, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just going to do the repeats because for real. And you want to have like column gap,
right?
Yeah. So the reason that like my styling is like accurate is just quick, like I beforehand like I cheated and found out the best what's it called? Was like the best dimensions to have on this, so that it looks pretty, so we don't spend like 1 hour trying to push it a few pixels.
Right.
So yeah, that would not be nice. Okay, so we have do we have this here, and I'm just going to add this. So we want to import the container thing that we just did. Oh no. Wow, I actually love the concept of this show. It kind of makes you feel like, oh, how fast can I do something? It's kind of like
The pressure, yeah.
yes, how fast can I do this? So this is yeah, we have this here because, and this is something I like about CSS modules. And if please, if you haven't seen like the release note for Gatsby V3, please check it out because there are like some improvements and some ways, like I said, about like using CSS modules. So we want to get the class name. We put this here and we see the magic.
Yeah, I've grown to love CSS modules. I feel like it just makes things really nice and easy.
We're here.
Sexy Mofo says you look cool as a cucumber on there. You don't even show the pressure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am
But there we go.
sweating.
We have our product page.
Yes, we have a product page, but you see that the problem right now is that for every time I want to like go back, I have to like do this, which is pretty annoying. So like, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? We don't have a lot of time, man.
It's totally up to you. Like I don't want to keep you. I know it's late over there.
The thing that we can do, like just to make I'm trying to estimate like how long it would take to do this, but like the thing we can do, like I know that you said you can show like how to add like more stuff. Is the first thing I would do is like have a header component, right? And this header component, like you want to show. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. This will be fun. So we were working in pages like all the time.
Are you sure you wanna? Are you sure you wanna spend the time doing it? Just don't want to keep you here all night.
Yeah, let's try. So give me like a 10-minute time box.
Okay, let me see if I can do a 10-minute timer for you.
Okay. Yeah, have some water. So here I'm going to start like a components, because it's always good to have like components like when you're wait, I forget to spell. Okay. When you're like creating stuff that's going to be reused like in different parts of your application, like you want to have those things created. So the first thing I'm going to like create is a layout. I'm just going to create a layout because I did not do that in the beginning. And this layout is just going to be like, it's going to be pretty basic. But the reason for the layout is like so I can reuse the header component that I'm about to build. So React, then I want to layout. No, what are you doing, homie? Okay. And this is just going to return like one big like main, and then we're just going to probably have like I'll just have like a separate thing in here for the child, for the children, right? And then you want to pass like this. So what this does is like it helps us be able to like pass anything we want inside here. And we, of course, you want to export that. Export layout. Export default layouts. What? Okay. Save. Everything looks nice. All right. So I'm going to create another component, which is the header. Oh my bad. I'm going to create another component, which is the header, which is where like, so in this component is where you would want to have like stuff like so different types of products. So if people click, we can like, and obviously like to have like some sort of navigation, right? Because it wouldn't be nice like if you wanted to move through the demo, you just have to I'm gonna import React. React. Please, somebody tell me how to make this thing a shortcut.
Someone actually responded. I was going to tell you later, but it's
Yes.
ES7 React Redux GraphQL React native snippets. I guess
Please
that's the
just
entire native thing section.
please just send it to me on what's it called on Twitter or
Twitter.
something. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would really appreciate that. So we're going to like return a nav, right? Because why do you fail me? Am I the only one that like does this thing where like I code out loud? Like I'm like you literally like chat to the code like why are you embarrassing me?
Oh no, I do that too.
Save. So we want to have like a link to like take us back home, and that's like the first thing I know I want to have. I'll just call that all products. And this will be to home. Save this. I'm going to come back here and just so this is probably a nah. Nope. We have to do this though. What am I doing? What are you doing? Okay. We're going to import header. Oh, did I export this? No, I didn't.
Oh, no.
That's why I couldn't see it. Save. So now if I just don't want to do all that and I come here and do this, I can see it, which is cool. So if we save and we go back here and we hit refresh, why? Oh, it will not show because we are not using the layouts in the
Gotta use
pages.
it.
Yeah, you have to use it. So I'm going to gonna take this and put this.
So that's the 5 minutes remaining, Mark.
Okay. Save. At least it's here. Okay, cool.
Got it.
Okay. Let's do the magic here. So we already know how querying like works in the what's it called in what's
The GraphQL.
graphical, yeah. So I'm going to do like something different now where like I get like a query, right? But I'm going to like just get a particular type. So I'm going to like try and get the types of objects that we have, like the object types. So I'm going to get like all where's this? All this, and I'm going to get a distinct type, which I shall call what's this? Yeah, I want to get the product type. Um, mhm. I hit yeah. So now you can see that we have all the product types. Like this is all the product
Nice.
types, and I want to like. So I actually quick fact because I like to explain that every time I work on like a Gatsby site, I learn something new because I didn't even I've always ignored this distinct till I found out what
Yeah.
it did. I was like, oh, okay. So this
That's
allows us to
awesome.
like have all this. So if you're trying to like do something like a filter so people can pick out stuff, this is what you would use. And this also helps you like do some amazing stuff by showing you the code explorer so you can see like how to use this in your query,
That
right?
is nice.
You can use this with like a page query or with the use static query. What's happening? Okay. Yeah. The use static query hook, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this because you said we have why is this not allowing me to copy? Okay. We have how many
We have
minutes?
about 3 minutes left.
Whoa, okay. Cool. I will get this on screen. Ugh, I'll get this on screen. Sorry. So I pasted that in. Sorry, I'm just going to um gonna stop talking now and just fire this to see how
No
fast
worries.
we can get this on screen. I want to get I want to rename this to use like the prop type, the product types, right? And then I want to make this, let me see, equal to this. And if I save this, it should look prettier. Does it? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? Okay, cool. Because I have that exposed, I want to get the, no, this should not be the same. I just want to show y'all something cool before. How many minutes do we have?
You got about a minute and a half.
Whoa. Yeah, you should. Oh, this is why there's like a versus or your thing. It's like the time.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna call this name, and hopefully, just maybe, not break anything. What?
Let's get the refresh in
Oh,
there.
oh no. Sorry, this is my bad. I use this where you're supposed to import it from React. Import it from Gatsby, sorry. Save, refresh, show me something nice. Why do you do me like that? See, what am I missing?
Do you need to import GraphQL too? The variable GraphQL.
Yes. Thank you. Cause it's not seeing the thing. Come on, man.
You don't need like a restart, do you?
Let me see. Maybe I do. What?
That's the 10 seconds left. But
No.
you can keep going. You're almost there.
Show me this thing. Show me this thing. This sounds like, oh, I have a miniature Millennium Falcon.
A Millennium Falcon. Well, this is from Star Trek. It's a Star Trek reference. So
Oh,
close.
okay. Yeah, my bad. I was watching like this series and somebody was like, "You wait, what's happening? Successfully node. Okay, there's a problem here. Oh, my map.
So something wrong with product.
This is the problem.
So does it need to be product type without the S, or is it? Yeah, product types isn't defined.
Product types is defined up
Thanks,
here.
Saxymofo.
Yes.
Is that available though in the object, that property key?
Oh, my bad. This is my problem. My bad. I need to copy this here. So I created a sudo, but like I didn't use it. So I passed it in here to use like to be rename all products, but like let me see if it went through. Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
And we have all the categories. Beautiful.
It lives. Haha. Okay, so now you like just want to there's this package that I found that helps you like slugify stuff, which I find very useful because like all we'd have to do now is just I'm just going to make this I'm going to try to make this work. It kind of just it's lightweight. It just helps you add like a slug. So here we can have stuff like we can have key. And we can have like a two backticks. Sure, let me see. Yeah, that's done. We can just import So what this does is like it just helps you like create like a slug out of um I think we'll like stop here. At least
Yeah,
we can see something on the screen now. Let me see. Nope. What are you doing, man? Call that on the name. This works. We'll call it a day. Let me
I think
see.
that sounds good.
Yep. Oh. So yesterday I cycled 24 kilometers with my friend, and my legs don't feel like my own.
Oh, and it looks like you're on a standing desk, right?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
probably rough.
yeah. I mean, I just did that to show off the t-shirt. I'm so happy that somebody saw it. I was like, yeah, because this is this is my favorite t-shirt right now.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yay!
Nice.
No.
Well, you didn't create the pages, right? So that's expected, I think.
Yeah, I didn't create
Yeah,
the actual pages for this,
yeah.
but yeah, but you see
But I
that
think that's
like
okay.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Anyways, like so what you would want to do is like what's the idea I was trying to do is like when you click on this, it actually just takes you to a like the like a filter of the types so that it's not you're not seeing all the product. You don't need to like keep because if this is like 10,000, you don't want to like keep looking for like particular category. So you want to
Yeah.
like be able to click on this and it shows you like what that means. But you can see also here we're not using the navigation in this part. We're not using the layout, so that's why. But yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's amazing, like you're able to pull that all in from Shopify. So before we actually start wrapping up, do you want to just give a really quick review as to what you actually just did?
Yeah. So what I tried to do was create an MVP, right, of an e-commerce store, like trying to show you how you can pull in like very like huge amount of data into Gatsby, and it would like work, right? It would just work without like taking you like a lot of time to build and all of those things. The final step I would like want to do, if I can do this as we like just chat, we don't need to like add. I could just push this to Gatsby Cloud, and you can see how quick it is to deploy. But I'll have to set this. I didn't set this repo up on GitHub, but yeah, so what we just try to do is just build an e-commerce store that allows you to source in a lot of data and kind of like show you categories and show you how like different pages look like.
Awesome. Well, I do have one question that somebody asked earlier that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Why should somebody choose Shopify over WordPress? And I know they're not like 100% the same thing, but maybe you have a quick answer for that.
I mean, in my experience, like I just like I'm not much of a WordPress like advocate. So like I usually use Shopify. So like I think whenever people ask me a question of what should I use when I'm doing this or what should I use in case of this, I'm mostly like have like there has to be a why, right? So if maybe like you want to handle a specific kind of customer or you want to handle a specific like you want people to, but the layouts are mostly the same on like uploading your products and stuff. So why should you use what? Like it's totally dependent on you. But Shopify is my go-to. It's most people's go-to. Is most there's a lot of like success with like the businesses that are using Shopify. So yeah.
For sure. And I think they kind of have like different use cases, right? Where like Shopify is more like a e-commerce platform, and WordPress, of course, it has things like WooCommerce. It's a little bit of different of a use case, but yeah, I want to thank you so much. I'm also gonna, Kirsten posted the link to the tiny poll, and I'm also gonna repost that as well, where everybody joining, make sure you go sign up to win some swag, as well as that really quick 1-question survey for the Gatsby team. Also, just generally, Obinna, thank you so much for coming on. This was awesome. I'm glad you were able to face the challenge.
So
Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to like push this to like cloud and then like maybe like tweet out the time, like show you how fast it is to build, because we want to show you the speed. We want to show you
absolutely.
how fast it is.
Yeah, that's part of what makes it amazing. But if you want to also if you end up having that on GitHub, feel free to send it and I can include it in the YouTube description.
Sure, I'll push it right now.
Cool. Sounds great. But yeah, everybody be sure to check out Obinna's work. He's over on Twitter at Obinna Speaks. He's also looking for writers. I don't know if you want to talk about that for the Alyssa
Yeah,
part. Did you want to mention that?
yeah. So I want to like talk about Elista Parts is a developers magazine. That, like, we kind of like just there's a lot of amazing articles there, and like we are open to like having writers put out like stories on how you build stuff and how like you would advise people to build stuff there. There's a lot of like amazing content on there. You can like check it out if you want to, like, if you're looking for a platform to publish articles, like, please reach out to me. My DMs are always open. Happy to have a conversation.
Yeah, and Alyssa Part is definitely like a really well-known publication, so it's definitely a great opportunity. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Definitely go check that out. But yeah, any last words?
Um.
It's okay if not.
I'll probably say like something like live long and prosper or something. I don't know.
No, it's perfect for the theme. It's perfect for the theme. But yeah, so next week we're gonna have Khaled Garbaya back on, where he'll be working through part 2 of managing subscriptions with Gatsby, Netlify, Stripe, and Asura. So again, thank you, Obinna, and I'm gonna try to see if I can find somebody that I can raid. It looks like Mia Moore is online, so I'm gonna raid her. But everybody, thank you again for coming. This is Colby signing off.